Hi guys, it's me Annie and I'm back with another video. Welcome to Annie's Creations. Today I'm in my front yard and I'm here with my mandarin tree and I'm going to pick some fruit to make some mandarin jam today. So let's do it together and see how it turns out. I am boiling the jars that I collected. They are clean and washed in warm soapy water, and now I'm going to boil them for 10 minutes to sanitize them, and then I'll place them on a clean dry dish towel before I put my jam inside. Now I've got my bottles of different sizes that I sanitized and they're on a clean dish towel drying, and I'm going to start to prepare the mandarin jam. I collect all these mandarins from my tree in our orchard outside, and I'm going to blend up 1.5 liters of mandarin to make this mandarin jam. I've got a paper bag that I'm going to put all the peels inside. So now the peeling will begin. As you can see, there are a few pips inside, so I will remove those. You are going to need 1.5 liters of blended mandarin. Now that we have exactly 1.5 liters of mandarin, we are ready to start cooking our jam. Stir it through until it comes to a boil. Then we're going to add the sugar. Once it starts to boil, you will notice the pulp forming on top of the mandarin in a layer, and feel free just to scoop that off and discard it. This will give your jam a smoother finish, and it will take away a bit of the bitterness. I'm going to add 140 grams of granulated sugar. And mix that in. Now I will add 100 milliliters of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Now you are ready to turn the heat off. So my pot is boiling and hot and ready for my bottles to go in once I place the jam in the bottles and screw the lids on. I'm using this funnel, and I'm going to use a ladle to transfer the jam to the bottles. You will notice that I did not fill the entire jar, so the screw top is open. You need to leave a little bit of space so that the glass won't burst when you're doing the water bath canning. I'm just using some vinegar on a paper towel. Just dampen the paper towel with the vinegar. Now you're going to use this just to clean the rims to make sure there's no sticky residue so that it gets a perfect seal. Put the lid on and make it nice and secure. Nice and tight, a little bit more than a finger tightness. I'm going to put these bottles inside a water bath to seal them and boil them for 20 minutes. As you can see, the bottles are just covered in the water, and now I'm covering it with the lid and it will boil for 20 minutes. So I made 5 jars of Mandarin Jam, and we will let this cool down overnight, and then all the lids would be sealed. I will check that. And they will be shelf stable for a very long time. If the seals didn't seal properly, we'll have to use that one first. And I think this one might not have sealed properly. I heard these other 4 make a pop noise, so I think they are going to seal just fine. It's just the little one. But that's fine, we'll use that one first. So that's how you make lovely Mandarin Jam. If you have more mandarins on your tree, then you know what to do with. So it is the next day. The lids have sealed properly. It's nice and tight, but that is not jam. That is Mandarin syrup. I'm not impressed after all the effort I went through. But not all's lost. I think I can save this. So let's see if we can reboil the jam and do the process over and see if we can save this Mandarin syrup and turn it into jam. Let's get started. What to do if your jam does not set? I'm going to pour this Mandarin syrup that I made by accident back into the pot and boil it until it becomes the right consistency to set. I will show you how to do it. So we are going to save this batch of jam. Of course, with this process you will be losing some of the jam because it will be boiling down a bit, but at least you do not need to throw it away or find a different use for it because you want jam. I'm going to add another 100 ml of lemon juice that I freshly squeezed from the lemons from our tree outside. And this will help set the jam. because it's got a natural pectin inside. I do not want to add any other ingredients into our jam because this is a 3-ingredient jam that contains only mandarin, sugar, and lemon juice. So let's get boiling. I've washed my bottles out and now I'm going to sterilize them again to get them ready for the jam. I will boil these for 10 minutes in a roaring boil. I'm going to place the side plate inside my fridge so that it chills down, and this way I can test if the jam is jelly enough. By placing the jam on the cold plate, it will solidify and show me if it's going to set. So that's what I'll do. So my jam has come to a boil, and I'm going to continue boiling this until it renders down and becomes thicker. Then I will test it to see if it will become a jelly by placing it on the chilled plate and moving it around to see if it's the right consistency. So I'll bring you back as soon as I'm ready to test this jam. So this is a chilled plate, and you can see the Mandarin Jam has rendered down quite a bit, so I did lose some, but we're going to test it and see. It has thickened a lot, like you can see, and it's becoming jelly. So I think it is ready to put into the sterilized jars. So I had 4 jars, and I think I'm only down to 2 now. But at least I could save the Mandarin Jam. And that's what counts. It's really disheartening if you put this much effort in and it turns out like a liquid juice instead of jam. But this is proof you do not need to despair. It can be saved. Next, I'm taking a clean paper towel that I dampened with some vinegar, and I'm just going to wipe the rims off. Just going to wipe the tops of the bottles so there's nothing that will cause it not to seal. So we want these bottles to seal properly. I know there's a bit of a mess, but that's on the outside, so I'm not worried about that at the moment. So we are going to can these in a water bath. So I'm going to boil them in a normal stock pot for 10 minutes to seal. And then I'll place them on a clean dish towel and let them set overnight until they pop and seal. Now these are out of the water bath canner, and we will just let them sit here overnight, and tomorrow morning I'll check if they sealed properly, and I'm sure they did, and then we'll have lovely jam, and I'll show you what this jam looks like on toast. So this is my jam, and it perfectly set. It's not runny at all, and it's sealed perfectly because you can see there's no movement or sound on the lid. So it's sealed perfectly, and we're going to open it up and give it a taste on some toast. Thank you for watching my video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm so glad I could rescue my jam. So I hope you give this a try. It's only 3 ingredients, but make sure you boil the jam enough and that you taste it on a cold plate. Don't make the same mistake that I did, and then you will end up with syrup. Learn from my mistakes. Don't make my mistakes. This is why I'm here, to help you learn. This is all I've got for you today, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.